In this video, I'm about to reveal a game-changing secret, one that will empower you in ways you never imagined. So much so that you won't even have time to respond to the countless admirers who look up to you. You'll attract loyal friends who will stick by your side through thick and thin, forming unbreakable bonds with you. Your social circles will expand, and your connections will resemble that of a high-profile celebrity. People will hold you in deep respect, and promotions will begin to appear regularly in your life. The incredible power you're about to gain from me today is what I like to call psychopathic confidence. Forget everything you think you know about self-confidence. In this video, I'm going to take you on a journey inside your own mind and into the minds of others, as we transform you from an ordinary person into someone who's capable of conquering the world on their own terms. You see, a person who is truly confident doesn't just act confident. Confidence isn't a set of actions like stand tall, speak clearly, or do this, do that. While those actions might seem like confidence, they're just the surface-level results of something far deeper. Confidence comes from within, from a place that you're often unaware of, your subconscious mind. Now, when we talk about the subconscious, we're referring to that part of you that operates without your direct control. It's not something you can command on a whim. You can't just wake up one day and say, "I am confident," and expect it to happen. True confidence is planted deep within you, and it takes time for it to grow. Only once it's deeply rooted will you begin to notice the profound changes in your life. So, how do you plant this type of unshakable confidence? If we break down self-confidence, we find that a truly confident person is someone who doesn't rely on others' approval to feel good about themselves. They know their own worth, and they understand exactly why they are capable and qualified. This is the core principle that I want you to grasp. As human beings, we have a natural tendency to talk about ourselves. We love sharing our life stories, our adventures, and our achievements as a way to carve out our place in the world and gain validation from others. But here's the thing. There's one person who doesn't need to seek validation. That person is the one who has already claimed their place in society. They're self-sufficient and confident, and as a result, they earn respect without asking for it. Take this simple example. If you buy a new car, you don't need to tell everyone you meet about it. If you get promoted at work, there's no need to bring it up every time you speak to someone. If you've traveled to Paris, you don't have to broadcast it to everyone around you. In other words, keep your victories to yourself. If you feel the urge to brag, resist it. Stay silent and allow others to discover your accomplishments on their own. For instance, if you bought a new car and you're with a friend one day, don't say, "I bought a new car." Instead, simply say, "Do you need a ride?" And if the opportunity to mention it doesn't come up, don't force it. I know this may seem strange or even a bit robotic, but trust me, this is a principle that works. Don't try to prove yourself to others directly. Rest assured, your qualities and achievements will be noticed by the right people. There's no need to advertise them. When others discover what you've accomplished, they'll hold you in even higher regard than if you'd been the one to boast. But remember, the key to this is that you're doing it for yourself, not to impress others. This might sound a bit hard to grasp, but in essence, don't try to prove anything. Don't walk up to someone and say, "I'm smart, I don't lie," or "I'm confident." Let your actions and accomplishments speak for themselves. One of the key differences between an ordinary person and a truly confident person is that the ordinary person hides their weaknesses and flaunts their strengths, while the confident person keeps their strengths hidden and transforms their weaknesses into their greatest assets. The first step on this path is to accept your weaknesses, not just in words, but with deep, genuine internal acceptance. Once you embrace your flaws as part of who you are, you'll begin to see yourself in a new light. This self-acceptance is the foundation of true confidence, and it's the key to unlocking the extraordinary power within you. For example, let's consider if you're short. Many people might see this as a flaw. But let's be honest, society often views height as a disadvantage. So, ask yourself this: is being short something you can control? The answer is no. You're short, and that's not going to change. If you keep avoiding this reality, it will only cause you trouble. However, once you accept your height, no one can use it against you. If someone points out you're short, simply respond with, "Yes, I'm short. So what?" There are countless examples throughout history of incredible individuals who were shorter than average, yet achieved greatness. Here's another example. If you're starting to go bald, instead of hiding it or feeling ashamed, just shave it off and embrace who you are. Be proud of your imperfections. Don't feel pressured to always present a perfect version of yourself. Laugh at your flaws and own them with pride. If someone accuses you of being a liar, don't try to defend yourself by saying, "No, I don't lie." Instead, just say, "Yes, I lie," and move on without giving it much thought. If someone says, "You're stupid," respond with, "Yes, I'm stupid." If they call you fat, say, "Yes, I'm fat," and don't let their opinions shake you. Own your flaws. This is true self-acceptance. When it comes to self-confidence, the first step is always acceptance. If you believe you're unattractive, stand in front of the mirror. Say, "Yes, I'm unattractive," and then continue living your life with pride. Once you accept your flaws, no one can use them against you because you simply won't care. People will sense your inner confidence, even if they try to attack your imperfections. Confidence isn't just about external actions, it's an internal state. We communicate more through emotions than words. Your feelings about your flaws are what truly communicate to others. If you've accepted your imperfections, others will naturally perceive you as confident. Now, take a moment to think about any flaw you have. Accept it and tell yourself, "This is who I am." If it's something that can be changed, like being overweight, then take action. Start exercising and eating healthier. But don't let it hold you back. And while you're at it, give yourself value, especially when you're around others. Here's how. Internalize this concept and remind yourself of it daily. First, remember this: no one knows you better than you know yourself. For example, if you're in a meeting, don't feel inferior to others around you, even if you might be less accomplished than some. The truth is that no one in that room knows your full story. In fact, there could be someone else in the room in a worse situation than you. But because they carry themselves with confidence, others perceive them as important, unaware of their struggles. What's the point of this? Give yourself value because, honestly, the people around you have no idea about your full potential. Even if you're struggling financially, act like you are a person of great worth in society. If you rate yourself a 6 out of 10, give yourself a boost. Increase that score by 2 points. Why not? You have nothing to lose. When we talk about value, let's also consider social media. The younger generation lives in a world dominated by Instagram and TikTok. For instance, a 19-year-old girl might spend hours scrolling through Instagram, seeing pictures of people living a life she envies. She watches her friends traveling, having adventures, while she feels stuck at home. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy, even though what she sees is often an illusion. The beautiful girl you see on Instagram is likely using filters and makeup, and the person constantly posting about their travels might only be on one trip in their entire life. Everyone posts the best version of their life, often far more glamorous than it truly is. This can negatively affect our self-worth. But remember this: What you see on social media is not reality. Don't let these false images make you feel inferior. You are better than the pictures you see. Those people posting their perfect lives are often hiding the truth. Don't let these illusions lower your self-esteem. Nothing in life gives you value. You are the one who determines your value. Whether you're with your colleagues, friends, or even meeting someone new, remember, the value others place on you is the value you place on yourself. Don't be stingy with your self-worth. Give yourself a high value. No matter how you see yourself right now, raise that value a little bit. You deserve more than you might think. Before we continue, I want to let you know that this video is the first episode of a new series on the channel focused on social skills. If you enjoy this video and want to see more content like it, be sure to let me know in the comments below. I'm excited to dive into some really important concepts with you. Now, let's explore a key topic that will help you gain more confidence in your social interactions. To explain it, I'll start with a simple example. Imagine you're someone who loves listening to rap music. One day, someone comes up to you and says, "I like listening to pop music. What do you like to listen to?" Now, this is where many people fall into the trap of trying to fit in or avoid conflict. They might be tempted to say, "I also like pop," just to agree and keep things smooth. Or they might say, "Pop is great," even though they can't stand it, simply to avoid feeling judged. But here's the thing, you don't need to change your answer to please anyone. You don't need to lie about your preferences or pretend to like something you don't. So, in that moment, the best response is to just say, "I like rap." Now, what happens next can go in one of two directions. The first possibility is that the person might criticize rap music. They could say, "Is rap even music? It's just nonsense," or something similar. If that happens, remember this. You are confident in your own choices, and you don't need to defend them. Instead of getting defensive or trying to prove something, you simply respond with, "I like it." Or, if they continue to criticize, you could say, "Maybe it's nonsense to you, but I enjoy rap." The most important thing here is that you don't try to change your opinion or backtrack just to make the other person feel better. Don't say, "I listen to pop sometimes just to fit in," or start a long debate about why rap is amazing. You don't need to do any of that. Simply state, "I like it," and stand by your choice with confidence. Now, let's look at the second scenario. What if the person asks, "Do you like pop?" and you actually don't like it? In this case, there's no need to pretend. You simply respond with, "No, I don't like pop." If they try to argue about pop or put down rap, stay firm in your stance. You can say, "I don't like pop because it's not my taste," and leave it at that. Don't feel the need to justify your preferences or get caught up in a debate about why pop isn't for you. Just own your opinion and move on. The key takeaway from this example is that you don't need other people's approval to feel good about your choices. Many people struggle with seeking validation from others, especially when it comes to personal preferences. But the truth is, you don't need to change your opinions or taste to fit into someone else's mold. If you like rap and someone else doesn't, that's perfectly fine. You don't need to get their approval. And you don't need to feel like you have to defend yourself. Confidence comes from knowing your own preferences, standing by them, and not worrying about how others perceive them. This idea isn't just about music tastes. It applies to all aspects of your life. Whether you're talking about your hobbies, career choices, or even your values, the same principle holds true. You don't need other people to approve of you. It's about understanding that your preferences, beliefs, and identity are valid as long as they are true to you. Tell yourself honestly, "I don't need anyone's approval. I don't need everyone to like me. I know my worth, and that's enough." When you fully grasp this, you'll stop trying to fit into others' expectations and start living confidently on your own terms. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. Remember this important lesson. Always give yourself value and never wait for others to validate you. You are enough just as you are. Don't wait for others to approve of your tastes, your opinions, or even your imperfections. You are the one who gets to decide your worth. And while we're on the topic of not letting external factors affect your confidence, I know that sometimes life's little distractions can get in the way. Maybe there's a pile of dishes in the sink, or the trash needs to be taken out. Don't let these small things distract you from what really matters: your confidence, your self-worth, and your ability to stand strong in who you are.